Hello, and welcome to the first ever episode of the Semi Pro USL Show. I want to give you just a little brief rundown on what this is going to be. Now, this is attempting to be a daily show. It's not going to go live at 12 o'clock every single day. It's going to be more like 9:30 Eastern Standard Time every morning. That's what we want to do. And it's going to be just a brief rundown on what happened the day before. Now, this is going to go Monday through Friday. Obviously, stuff happens and I get busy and we might miss a day or two, but that is what it is. And here's what you're going to get. You're going to get score updates. You're going to get schedule updates. And then you're going to get standings updates from League Two and W League. This is looking to be about a 15 to 20-minute show. Obviously, Mondays are going to be a little bit longer because we'll have the weekend before to recap. But I just kind of want to get people into the swing of things. So today we are just going to be talking about Sunday's matches from yesterday for both W League and League Two. Getting into the swing of things, we'll get into doing longer like Saturday or Friday, Saturday, Sunday on Mondays. But just to get everybody kind of used to what this format's going to be, we're going to start that way. So let's go ahead and drop into League Two. We're just going to do some score rundowns. Okay, so as we look at the schedule from yesterday on Sunday, we are going to be looking at first Davis Legacy falls 4-0 to Almaden FC. And then we had a 5-2 victory from Westchester United SC over LVU Rush. Then Ballard FC continue their hot start against FC Olympia, which I believe is a derby match. So that's a very interesting one. Springfield FC gets a 3-2 victory over the Sunflower State FC. By the way, Sunflower State FC, one of my favorite badges in the USL, so check that one out. Capo FC gets a 1-0 win over Southern California Eagles. River Light FC get a 5-3 victory over the Chicago City Dutch Lions FC. There are a lot of the Dutch Lions, so pay attention to that. Then we had a 2-1 win from Rochester FC, which, by the way, this is Rochester, Minneapolis, or Minnesota, not Rochester, New York. They end up getting a 2-1 win over Sueno FC. We have Kingshammer Columbus, which is, again, different than Kingshammer in Cincinnati. Kingshammer FC Columbus fall 2-1 to Lexington SC. The Louisiana Crew FC fall 2-1 to Hattiesburg FC. Brookhouse FC get a 2-1 win over Brevard SC in the Southeast region. Akron City FC get our first draw that we've talked about versus Steel City FC. Oakland County get a 3-0 win over Union FC Macomb. Then we get Des Moines Menace, everybody's favorite USL or just League Two team. It seems like they are always the favorites. They get a 3-1 victory over Santa Fe Wanderers. Then Houston FC get a 1-0 win over AC Houston Sur. Corpus Christi earn themselves a 1-0 win over Lone Star. Academica SC get a 1-1 draw over Project 510. Salem City get a 2-1 win over Charlotte Eagles. We get Tobacco Road FC get a 3-1 victory over Wake FC. Tobacco Road FC, another one of my favorite badges around the USL. I think a lot of people would really enjoy some of these League Two crest. I think when people see League Two crest, you kind of float between it's like this is clip art and this is real art. There's like no in between. Legion FC2 get a 2-1 win over the Southern Soccer Academy. The Swarm, they are owned by Brentford, so that's something interesting if you ever notice that. We get a comment, was at the Redlands FC 3-2 win versus the Stars from Kick a Ball Pod. Hey, give us your little rundown on that as we get into it in just a second. Go ahead, drop that into the comments and let us know what you thought about that. Moving on, I got to find my place again. Redlands FC 3-2 over Stars FC at Dodge Stadium out in the Southwest region as we wait for Kick a Ball to give us a little bit of a rundown. If he doesn't mind. And then the other Dutch Lions, Dayton Dutch Lions FC, fall 2-0 versus Fort Wayne FC, who is going to be making the move up to League One. Pay attention. Christos FC fall 1-0 to Charlottesville Blues FC out in the Chesapeake region. Seattle Junction FC fall 2-3 to Tacoma Stars. Seattle Junction, they wear our friends at Equip Studios kits. Check out our kits from Equip Studios. Why don't you? They look great, but they fall 3-2. Midwest United FC win over 2-1 over Lansing City Football, which Midwest United, just claiming the entire Midwest like that, is bold. I kind of appreciate it. Peoria City win 3-1 over FC Ambush, where Peoria City made it pretty far last year as well, so that's going to be a fun team to pay attention to. We get I got to go all the way up to the top. Denton Diablos lose 2-0 to Little Rock Rangers, which is your reminder that Denton Diablos are in the USL now, so that's something to pay attention. But Little Rock Rangers simply do not care. Columbus United draw 1-1 to Tennessee SC. Dothan United get their revenge over Montgomery United with a 3-1 victory. Sarasota Paradise, who are also playing their jump to League One, get a 1-1 draw to St. Petersburg FC. Laredo Heat SC get a 4-1 win over Hill Country Lobos. Again, Laredo Heat now in League Two. Very cool for the team. As we get an update from Kick a Ball Pod from the Redlands FC 3-2 win. Former LAFC 2 player Javier Hernandez scored 2 goals for Redlands. Reigning night with great attendance, young star in the making. He will be playing with the University of North Carolina. I remember Javier Hernandez being a bit of a up-and-comer. Will be interesting to see if he continues that run of hot form. As we keep on going, if I can find my place, Westchester Flames draw 1-1 to Morris Elite. Ooh, here's a word I don't know how to pronounce. Pat Tuxent. Football Athletics, someone help me. Lose 1-0 to Virginia Beach United. Bigfoot FC. Again, love Bigfoot FC. That crack the fact that no, there's 2 Bigfoot teams in the USL, or not in the USL, but US Soccer. Just very funny to me. But they draw 2-2 with Lane United, who just dropped some new kits. I think kids season, we'll be talking about that soon. San Francisco Glens win 3-0 to Monterey Bay FC2. FC Buffalo did not play their match versus Erie Sports Center, or at the very least, it has not been reported of a score line. And maybe Coachella FC did not want to report their score line either, as they lose 10-0 to City SC in the Southwest region, where Minneapolis City get in the Heartland Division, draw 3-3 to RKC Third Coast. We get Long Island Rough Riders with a 2-0 win over Ironbound SC. Vermont Green win 2-0 over Boston City FC, which their upcoming match, I think it's in the Maple Cup. I think that's what it's called. They've already sold out like a week in advance, which is their 7th straight sellout. Incredible stuff out of Vermont Green. AC Connecticut get a 1-0 win over Seacoast United Phantoms. One City FC get a 9-2 victory over Marin FC Legends. Lions Bridge continue their wonderful just tradition of winning with a 4-0 win over Virginia Marauders. Miami AC lose 2-0 to Fort Lauderdale United. Yes, that is Fort Lauderdale of USL Super League and soon to be League One. And we are coming up on some matches that we are going to have today. So the matches for today that we'll talk about tomorrow is Albany Rush versus Western Mass. Then we're going to have Brevard SC versus Sporting Jacks. Yes, that one. And then those are the only 2 League Two matches, where I'm just going, whenever we go through the standings, I'm going to just kind of give you the tops and who's kind of chasing at the minute. So in League Two, and we're just going to kind of go group by group. Let me get to the top, if you don't mind. Lions Bridge is tied on points with Virginia Beach United and Charlottesville Blues all on 4 points, but Lions Bridge finds themselves at the top of the standings with a +4 goal differential. But all three teams have played 2 matches and they have 1 win and 1 draw, very tight in the Chesapeake division. In the Great Forest division, we have a clear team on top with Cleveland Forest. They've only played 1 match, but they won it, with Akron City and Steel City FC both tied on 1 point. We talked about them earlier. In the Great Lakes division, we had AFC Ann Arbor. They are at top with 2 wins from just as many matches. And chasing them is going to be Union Macomb, while they are on 6 points, they have played 3 matches. So for some reason, the league standings has them in third. I think they're supposed to be in second, with Oakland County with 1 win in just 1 match. That is, and then tied with them is Midwest United with 3 points in 3 matches played. Oh, it's sorted by points per match. Got it. Peoria City are on top of the Great Plains division with a 6 points from 2 matches, with Des Moines Menace behind them with 1 win and 1 match, and Springfield with 1 win and 1 match. So it's tied for second with 3 points. In the Heartlands division, we have River Light FC on top with 1 win and 1 match, and Rochester FC with 1 win and 1 match, where they are tied on 3 points, with Minneapolis City and RKC Third Coast tied with 1 point. We go down to Lone Star State, where Loretto Heat have 3 points, but they have a 3-way tie with Corpus Christi and Houston FC, all on 3 points in just 1 match played. In the Metropolitan Division, we have Long Island Rough Riders, who are just perennial powerhouses, where they have 3 points from 1 match. Morris Elite and Westchester Flames find themselves in second, tied with 1 point each. In the Mid-South Division, we have Little Rock Rangers and the Hattiesburg FC tied on points, 3 points apiece, as they find themselves at the top with just 1 match played, but 3 teams who have still yet to kick off the season. Westchester find themselves in first place with 3 points, but they are one of only 2 teams to kick off the season. Albion SC, no one from the Mountain Division has kicked off yet, so pay attention to that space. Out in the NorCal Division, oh baby, have they been playing, where we have Almaden FC at the top of the standings on a +8 goal differential, but San Juan FC is actually your league leaders. They have 9 points from 4 matches played. They find themselves in third thanks to points per match, but they are on 9. Meanwhile, Almaden and San Francisco Glens on 6 points through 2 matches. And we have a team, Academica SC on 4 points in 2 matches, San Francisco City on 3 points through 2 matches, Project 510 on 4 points through 3 matches. It's going to be a tight NorCal division, as it almost always is. Northeast, we have a 3-way tie with Western Mass, Vermont Green, and AC Connecticut, all on 3 wins or 3 points through 1 match. We have, what a name, Snohomish United on top of the Northwest Division with 6 points through 2 matches. Ballard FC and Bigfoot FC and Tacoma Stars. They are kind of in that 2, 3, 4 with Ballard and Tacoma on 3 points through 1 match, and Bigfoot with 4 points through 2 matches. But Snohomish United unbeaten so far. In the South Atlantic Division, we have a tie. We have a tie at the top with Tobacco Road FC and Salem City FC on 3 points through 1 match. Birmingham Legion FC find themselves in first place by way of points per match with 3 points through one match. However, Tennessee SC has 4 points through 2 matches. Dothan United has 3 points through 2 matches. Montgomery United has 3 points through 2 matches. Birmingham finds himself on points per game, but Tennessee SC has the most points. In the South Florida division, we have St. Petersburg with 4 points through 2 matches, but find themselves technically in third because of Fort Lauderdale United Weston FC with 3 points through just 1 match. Sarasota Paradise in fourth with 1 point. And I'm going to hop over See some comments in here. Uh, yes, shout out to City SC with a 10-0 win over Coachella, just insane. And San Juan SC, coached by former Austin Bowl player Amobi Okugo. Very cool. Did not know that. We learn a lot of things. Thank you, Kickaball. Did not realize that. Very fun. I am almost through these standings, so just hang with me. We are now in the Southeast Division where we have Nona FC and Brookhouse FC with 3 points through one match. In the Southwest Division, we have Capo FC technically in first through with 6 points through three matches. However, according to the league table, they would find themselves in third, where AMSGFC have 4 points. The Southern California Eagles have 4 points. Redlands FC have 3 points. City SC have 3 points. Very, very competitive Southwest Division. And finally, we had the Valley Division, where Fort Wayne and Lexington FC find themselves tied on points with one win through just as many matches, 3 points at the top of the table. Fort Wayne sees themselves in first with a +2 goal differential. That was a lot. And just to let you know, we have Sean Batiseta from 1FC with 4 goals, and Zach Giles from San Juan with 3 goals. Tied with him is Luke McGreevy, Keith Larson, and Dante Williams, all with 3 points. So that is very fun to see. As I am going to collect myself, as we are very far into this already, and I am going to switch over to the W League. Now, for W League, I am just going to do yesterday's matches. For some reason, my thing updated, so I had to say all the weekend, which maybe I just won't do that. So we're going to go ahead and go to W League as we are starting now. Okay, so we had Olympic Club getting a 3-1 win over the Marin FC Sirens in the NorCal division. We had a draw in the Northwest division with the West Seattle Roadies and tied with Salmon Bay FC. Great kit matchup, by the way. Then in the Metropolitan division, the Long Island Rough Riders get a 3-0 win over AC Connecticut. The River Light FC did not play against Dutch City, Chicago City Dutch Lions, or it just hasn't been reported. The New Jersey Copa with a 2-1 or 2-3 defeat to Morris Elite SC. The San Francisco Glens get a 10-0 win over Academica SC, where I'm going to put my formal request out there. If someone from San Francisco Glens could send me the Guinness kit, I would love you forever. I don't like asking for kits, but I really want it. 10-0 win. SC Olympia was slightly outdone as they only won 6-0 versus Lane United. Fort Lauderdale United with a 8-0 win over Miami AC. Then we have Toledo Villa FC falling 3-1 to Kalamazoo FC. Rochester FC, again, that is of Minneapolis or Minnesota, not of New York, with a 2-0 win over RKC Third Coast. And Challenge SC win 1-0 to AHFC Royales, where we are moving over to the standings. And stick with me, people. In the Chesapeake Division, we have, with 4 points through 2 matches, Richmond Ivy, and then Annapolis Blues and Virginia Beach on 3 points right behind them. Then we are going over to the Great Forest Division, where FC Buffalo have 3 points through 1 match, and the Pittsburgh Riveters, which, by the way, they sold out their stadium. Over 6,000 people there for that match. Really cool thing to see for the Riveters, where they draw with Cleveland Force and with a 0-0 draw. Then we have in the Great Lakes Division, AFC Ann Arbor find themselves at the top of the table, as they always kind of seem to do with that division. Detroit City did really well last year, but AFC Ann Arbor, Detroit City, that's really what you're going to be looking for in terms of this division, at least traditionally. AFC Ann Arbor has 7 points through 3 matches. Meanwhile, Union FC, Macomb, and Kalamazoo have 3 points through 2 matches. In the Heartland division, we have Rochester FC at the top with 3 points. In the Lone Star division, we have Lone Star at the top. Maybe a little home cooking going on there. And it says AHFC Royals have 3 points. I do believe they actually lost that match, so that might just be a like a misstep in there. Challenge SC should be having 3 points. We have Long Island Rough Riders on 3 points, tied with Morris Elite with 3 points through just one match. We have Lancaster Inferno with 3 points. Tied with them is Eagle FC with 3 points. The Mountain Division has not kicked off, so pay attention to that. Stockton Cargo in the NorCal Division are on top with 7 points through 3 matches in a very tight NorCal Division, may I add. Olympic Club has 6 points through 3 matches. San Juan FC have 4 points through 2 matches. Our friends Oakland Soul have 3 points through 2 matches. San Francisco Glens have 4 points through 3 matches. And Martin FC Sirens have 1 point through 2 matches. Very, very tight NorCal Division, as it always is. Then in the Northwest Division, we have FC Olympia with 3 points through 1 match, Tacoma Galaxy with 3 points through 1 match, and a tie in third with West Seattle Roadies and Salmon Bay FC. I think that's also a bit of a derby match. So that was a fun one. Also, again, wonderful kit matchup. In the SoCal division, Capo SC at the top with 6 points through 2 matches. OC Sporting with 3 points through 2 matches. In the South Atlantic division, we have the South Carolina United Bantams with 3 points through 1 match. South Georgia Tormenta with 3 points through 1 match. The Carolina Ascent with 3 points through 2 matches, and everybody else kind of leading up from the back. In the South Central division, we have Tennessee SC with 3 points through 1 match. Birmingham Legion WFC with 3 points through 1 match. Asheville City SC with 4 points through 2 matches. Greenville Liberty with 3 points through 2 matches. Then we go to the Southeast Division, where Sporting Jacks is on top with 6 points through 2 matches. Fort Lauderdale United with 3 points through 1 match. And finally, in the Valley Division, we have Racing Louisville with 4 points and through 2 matches, and Indy 11 with 3 points through just 1 match. And breathe. Let's hit some stats where, if it has to update, Shalean Murrison has 4 goals to her name from the Oakland Soul, and tied in second with 2 goals each is Samantha Tristan, Mia McSweeney, Alaya Fadul. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I probably am. And Rania Burton from Olympic Club all have 2 points. There's a lot of great stuff going through here. By the way, if you're wondering about keeper saves, Morgan Lark from Academica has 10 saves so far. In second place, Morgan Seanan, 2 Morgans at the top. Very cool. From Erie Sports Center has 8 saves so far. And then if I am going to look, by the way, I did not do stats for W or for League 2. So the most saves so far in League 2, tied with 11 saves, all from the North Cal division, which makes sense. Coachella SC, Samuel Guzman has 11. Jack Chapman has 11 for Project 510. And Alejandro Reyes has 11 from San Francisco City FC. Second is Jerry Gottfried with just a measly 9 from Monterey Bay FC 2. There's going to be some fun matches coming up today as I get my calendar updated. I will do that in just 1 second. I'm very professional. And the matches today from the W League is FC Buffalo versus Flower City 1872, and Colorado Storm versus Colorado International Soccer Academy as the Colorado or the Mountain Division finally kicks off. So those are the matches that we're paying attention to today. Tomorrow, we're just going to do just a quick little update, tell you what happened today, tomorrow. And yeah, this is going to be a daily show. We're going to hop on 9:30 every morning, and we're just going to talk about it throughout the week. I am excited to continue doing this. I hope you all did enjoy. It's just going to be some short, quick hitters, let you know what's going on in the semi-pro space. We do hope you enjoy. Thank you so much. And for the first time on the Semi Pro USL Show, Here's Alan's voice.
Thank you for watching another episode of the USL Show.
The USL Show is now proudly part of the Protagonist podcast family. Please go to protagonistsoccer.com to check out more work. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see everyone again next time.